Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 21st of February, 2024, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. A very eventful one because overnight there were tons of gaming news announcements, and we've been waiting for significant gaming news for a while, and to have so many loaded into one day kind of turned into like gaming news overload, but that was good. I felt like we needed that. So FYI, today on the Level 1 podcast, the topics we talked about: the return of Epic Mickey to modern consoles, a Star Wars Battlefront collection that no one knew was even coming out within a month. Of course, the huge Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree announcement, previews, pricing, etc. Among other things. It wasn't just that. There was other announcements as well, but those are the three that are just like coming to mind because there was so much talked about this morning. So, if you would like to hear me cover all of that, I talk about it in great detail on today's Level 1 podcast. Now, while I was actually talking about it, some people were like, well, will you do a live react to some of this stuff? Like, for example, the trailer for the Elden Ring DLC. And I said, well, if you want to see that, I have a react show every Sunday called DSP versus the Internet. Why doesn't someone who's a member over there submit it for the show, and likely we'll check it out. So I think someone actually already has, so we'll see. But anything like that, if you guys ever see, a brand new game announcement, trailer or something you want to see me live react to, definitely submit it for the show over on my DSP Reacts channel every Sunday. I watch stuff. Why not make that the time to do it, right? So, jam-packed, very loaded podcast today talking about all the game news. Then we jumped back into Baldur's Gate 3, which went pretty well. We continued to head north in this Rivington town. Man, we explored a lot. It's like we did so much today in Rivington. It's hard for me to really put my finger on one thing and say, so this is what we did. I mean, there was Mind Flayer stuff. There were murder mysteries. There was running into some of the factions that previously we had helped over the course of the game, and now we're finally running into them here in the outskirts of Baldur's Gate, and we're starting to plot new developments. Some of them are helping us. You know, good stuff. Man, even the return of the Gith leader, Vlaakith, and having her, I will have a little bit of a spin on the plot at this point. Lots going on. So, great stream of progress in Baldur's Gate 3. Honestly, I'm really liking Act 3, except there's a few things, like, for example, there was a mission today. I go into a cave. There's a bunch of enemies. I kill them. And then there's a bunch of people they murder. What am I doing in this cave? I don't even know. So I start, like, reading the journal, and it says, oh, you're supposed to be, like, looking for clues of, like, you know, why these people were murdered, who they are. I don't know. I'm looking. There's nothing in the cave at all. We go up this ladder into a building, and there's a bunch of people talking about a murder in there, but they don't seem to be under the impression of what I should be looking for in the cave either. Come to find out, when I first stepped into the cave, I was attacked. Somehow during that attack, there was some kind of an insight check that happened. I passed it, and there was a hole hidden in the corner of the room where there was an item I needed to do the mission. But the game never said that. It never gave any inkling of that, and there was no way to see that there was an insight check because you were in combat already. So that's what I mean. Like, it seems like this part of the game, Act 3, is the least polished. Like, these missions are not well thought out, and it was frustrating because I spent, no exaggeration, about 30 minutes trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing in that mission. It's like, but overall, I'm still having a great time. Great progress. We're in position to have even more fun on Friday. So Baldur's Gate 3 rolls on, and thanks to those still watching and following it. Tonight's late stream was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and this time around, there was no grinding. There was no mini-game Dondokan Island, no Sujimon nonsense, no, you know what I mean? Like, it was pure exploration, fighting fun mini-bosses, earning great items for my party, and tons of questing. I think we completed like 5 or 6 of the side mission quests tonight. Some of them actually led into other ones further down the road in the night, so it was good that I did the first leg, so then you could do the next leg of it. We unlocked some stuff, more stuff for Dondokan, although I doubt I'll ever go back to Dondokan Island to do it. Or Dondoko Island, excuse me. It's Dondoko Island. I don't think we're going to go back to do it, but it was good to at least be unlocking stuff for it. It was cool because my classes are getting better. Like, I'm getting all these new abilities and stuff, which is really neat. So just in general, a really awesome 2 to 2.5 hour late night chill stream that had tons of progress. It's funny because we've now been in chapter 6 of this game for something like 12 plus hours, and the playthrough is like 26 hours long. Or I think right now it's like 28 hours long. So it's like, dude, almost half the game I've been in the same chapter. Yeah, that's how they said it. The whole first 5 hours of the game is cutscenes. Then you actually get to Hawaii, and it starts to open up. And then when you get to Chapter 6, everything happens at once. Like, literally everything. The optional dungeon, Dondoko Island, Sujimon, tons of side. Why is it all in the same chapter? It's so weird how they've paced this game. I'm just happy now that every time we play it, we're going to be making good progress rather than being stuck grinding. So, had a great time tonight. Audience seemed to have a great interactive time with me as well. 2 thumbs up. Everything went well. Looking forward to more when we do play this again over the weekend. All right? Now, reminder, 2 big reminders in this daily wrap. Reminder number 1, tomorrow's my day off. So I won't be here on Thursday at all. Listen, there's tons of stuff for you to get caught up on, whether it's Baldur's Gate 3, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Tekken gameplay with Yoshimitsu, which went really well this week, or my React show on DSP Reacts, the final part coming out tomorrow, or tons of throwback content, whether it's Red Dead Redemption 1, Final Fantasy 13, or the retro react that I did to Heavy Rain, of which a new part releases in 9 minutes from when I'm recording this, and then another part releases tomorrow. There's tons of stuff to watch on all of my different YouTube channels, okay? Hope you enjoy it all. Hope you get caught up on all of it. Another big reminder is that next week is a short streaming week for me. Normally I stream 6 days in a row. Next week I'm only streaming 5. Why is that? The release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Since it's coming out on a Thursday next week, and Thursdays are normally my day off, I am going to shift my schedule around. So that way I'll stream 5 days, have that Wednesday off, and then Thursday I'll be here all day long to play Final Fantasy VII with you guys. Okay? So, here's the plan for next week. Friday, Baldur's Gate 3, and Friday Night Fights Tekken 8 with more Yoshimitsu. I'm going to try to play as much Baldur's Gate 3 as I can in the next week. I don't know why I'm showing you this hand exercise or egg, but I'm going to try to do as much Baldur's Gate 3 as I can in the next week. So that way, since it is going to be dramatically reduced once Final Fantasy VII comes out, people are satiated. We're going to be over 100 hours into that playthrough when it finally gets kind of more back burner treatment. Saturday, more Baldur's Gate 3 and more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Sunday, React Day. DSP versus the Internet on DSP Reacts. Retro Replay on DSP Throwback. Monday, Tekken 8 and Like a Dragon. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate 3, Like a Dragon. That's the week. Not here Wednesday. Okay? But I'm very excited for Final Fantasy when I get back on that Thursday. I think it's going to be the big game of the next couple of months, quite frankly. I'm very pumped for it. I hope you guys are too. Okay? So, thank you all. This was a great streaming week. I had a ton of fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for supporting. I'm looking forward to a day off, although when I say day off, tomorrow's a crazy doozy of a day. My wife and I are going to be out all day long running around from appointment to appointment because, again, it's one of those days we scheduled everything for our day out. And so likely zero relaxing, seriously. And that kind of sucks. I love to have a more relaxing time with my wife when I have a day off, and we're really not going to relax tomorrow at all. But it is what it is. At least I come back to a fun streaming week with all of you. All right? And I thank you all. Great. Thanks for a great week, and I'll see you all Friday. All right, everyone? Peace out. Be safe on Thursday, and I'll see you soon for the Level 1 podcast on Friday morning. Peace out.